Hi friends, and welcome back to another Bookish vlog. Hey y'all, and I'm so excited about this Bookish vlog because I went to Greensville, South Carolina this past weekend, and I went to the Dollar Tree up there, which was so different than the one we have here in Georgia. And so you see I got all my some of my fall stuff from there. So I'm going to decorate my house in fall. But anyway, I went to the Dollar Tree. I looked at some books there. But y'all, I went to a place called Second and Charlie's. I think that's what the name of it. When I walked in that store, I guess it's like a discount store, but they have them several places. So I found one that is a little bit closer to me. So I can either go to Jacksonville, Florida, or Augusta, Georgia, because both of them are 2 hours away. So y'all, when I walked through the building, I was so happy. I was like a kid in the candy store, and you don't have something like this here in my hometown. So to see a place like that, I was just so happy. And some of the books that I wanted to read that is actually in my Amazon cart, I picked up. But y'all, I would have went a little bit crazy, but I had to stop it, and I had to say, you know, I had to cut it off at a certain limit. Towards the end, I will show you what I picked up from Second and Charles. So y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Oh, there go Miss Wiggins.
Miss Wiggins.
Look at Christine doing a happy dance. Right in the door. But isn't it in hardback though?
They probably got it in hardback. Oh, there's Take My Hand too. How much is it? 16.
$6.95. I'm getting it.
Look, I'm telling y'all.
Self-control. Self-control.
There's Miss Girls.
Where?
Get it. Charlie, I'll get on.
Oh yeah. How much is
$6.95
it? It's $6.95. I already read that.
read
I have
this
that
before.
one.
I haven't read it.
Buy it, love it, sell it back. Huh?
Get it for her.
Oh, so you can sell your books back here. Yeah. So y'all, when I walked in Second and Charles, I was just so happy, y'all. So these are the books right here that I picked up. But there's one book on here that I got off of Amazon. And I will get all of them down. These are the books that I picked up from Second and Charles. So let's go over them. So before we get into the books that I got from Second and Charles, I did pick up this book from the Hookup Plan from Amazon. I don't know how I was just researching certain books, and because I'm always looking at books, I guess the algorithm showed this book up there, the Hookup Plan. And so it says her worst enemy might be her best mistake, which is probably a enemy to friend trope. A successful pediatric surgeon, London Kelly, just needs to find some balance in distress. According to her friends Samara and Taylor, what London really needs is a casual hookup, a night of fun with no strings, but no one, least at all London, expect it to go down at her high school reunion with Drew Sullivan, millionaire, owner of delicious abs, and oh yes, her arch nemesis. Now London is certain the road to hell is paved with good sex, because she found out the real reason Drew's back in Austin to decide whether her beloved hospital remains open. Oh, worse, Drew is doing everything he can to show her that he's a decent guy who actually cares. But London's not falling for it, because while sleeping with the enemy is one thing, falling from him is definitely not part of the plan. Yes. So I'm ready to read this book, The Hookup Plan. Let me know if you read this book. Okay, so we're going to get into my Second and Charles. Listen, let me tell you, like the books there, it's like $5.95, $6.95. I found some books like $7.95, and I was just looking for different authors that like $3.75, and the books look really, really good, y'all. I got this, and I'll tell you, for $8.95. I got Mrs. Wiggins for $6.95, and I just got this for $4.95. But let's go over these books. Now, okay, the first book I picked up was Janet Evelinich. I hope I said that right. But anyway, and Dorian Kelly. It's The Love in a Nutshell. It's a novel. And I just really love the cover, y'all. You ever just purchase a book that you really, really love the cover? So I love the cover of this book. So I also went on to Amazon and looked at the stars in there. Was it at 4 stars or whatever? But sometimes I don't go by that at all. And really, I just wanted something different, a different author that I really haven't read before. So it is, let's see, Kate Appleton needs a job. Her husband has left her, and she's been fired from her job as a magazine editor. And the only place she wanted to go is to her parents' summer house, The Nutshell, in Keene Harbor, Michigan. Now, I just read a book that went from Michigan. Oh my gosh, I just read it too. It was a summer thing that I read. But anyway, I'm excited because this is a summer book, so it goes with the vibe of the summer. So hopefully I can read it in September. Kate's plan is to turn The Nutshell into a bed and breakfast. Problem is she needs cash, and the only job she can land is less than savory. So she meet Matt, wants Kate to spy on his brewery employees. So I guess she finds a job there, whatever. and trying to find cash that she needs. So I'm just guessing because, hey, that's what it is. So we'll see if they get together, Matt and Kate. So I want to read this book. So let me know if y'all heard of this author, these authors, and if you read this book. Okay, so the next one that I want to talk about is Sweet Tea. And I just love this. It's by Piper Hughley. And of course, I never heard of this author either. So I wanted to pick this up right here. So it is about Southern tradition, history, and hope come together in author Piper Hughley heartfelt romance from Hallmark Publishing. So I wonder, was this a Hallmark movie? So they have a free Hallmark original recipe from Grandma's Biscuit and Gravy. Okay. Oh, yes, I see it. It takes 15 minutes to prep and 15 minutes to cook. I might have to do this. Okay, so let's get into the book. It's about Althea has succeeded beyond her wildest dreams. She's about to make partner at her law firm in New York. So why doesn't she feel more excited about it? When she has to travel south for a case, she pays a long overdue visit back home to Milford, Georgia. See, I love when they have books about Georgia because I'm in Georgia. To her surprise, a white man she never met has befriended her grandmother. Okay. All right, it's a heartfelt. So Jack is the man, wasn't interested in the definition of success dictated by a Southern high society. His passion for cooking led him to a current project, a documentary and cookbook about an authentic Southern food. Althea's grandmother is famous for her cooking in Milford College, a historical Black institution. But Althea suspects Jack of trying to steal her grandmother's recipe. Despite Althea and Jack's first impression of one another, they discover they have more in common than they guessed. And even as they learned about one another's past, they both see a glimmer of a better future, y'all. I'm ready to read this book because that is going to be really good. I know this is going to be good. When I read the back of it at Second and Third, I was just like, I want to get this. It's the first time I'll be reading about this author. So I was trying to pick up in this bookstore, authors I didn't know about. And it's really not, I don't hear on social media that much. But yeah. So the next book, now I've heard about this book, is Careful What You Pray For, Mrs. Wiggins. So Mrs. Wiggins by Mary Monroe, and I'm gonna read the back of it. And the daughter of a prostitute mother and an alcoholic father, Maggie Franklin knew her only way out was to marry someone upstanding and church-going, someone like Hubert Wiggins, the most eligible man in Lexington, Alabama, and the son of the most reverend preacher. Hubert is glad to finally have a wife, even with Maggie's background, for Hubert has a secret he desperately needs to stay hidden, and Maggie, unexpectedly charm, elegance, and religious devotion make her the perfect partner in lines. Their surprising union make the Wiggins and the town most envied couple, complete with a son, Claude, whom Maggie idolized, until he falls in love with the worst possible fiance. Terrified, Maggie won't let Daisy destroy her son. And when her employee's brothers sexually harass her, Maggie knows something needs to be done about him as well. In fact, she realized there are an awful lot of sinning, destructive people who should be eliminated from her perfect world. But the more Maggie tries to take control, the more obstacles are thrown in her way. And when it seems like the one person she always expected to be there is starting to drift away, Maggie will play one final miraculous game to secure what she fought so hard to earn. So, y'all, Mrs. Wiggins. So we will definitely check this book out. So, y'all, as y'all know, I like Jasmine Gy. And so I did get 3 books from her. The first book I got is The Proposal. Now, I'm thinking this is a series, and I was trying to find out, are these series that I picked up, because I think they are by Jasmine. And I guess I should have did this before I turn on the camera, but y'all know me. So, did I get, okay, so I did get The Wedding Date. The Wedding Date, so this is book 1 of 6. So it's 6 books in this, it's 6 books. So this is the first book, The Wedding Date. And I think I can get this free on, no, I can't get it free on Audible, because some books are free on Audible. Oh, so let's see. I think I got 3. The Wedding Date, The Proposal. I didn't get The Wedding Party. So I need The Wedding Party, but I did get The Royal Holiday. So I do need The Wedding Party, and I do need Party of 2 and While We Were Dating. So I still need 3 of the books, but that's okay. So I do have the first 2 books. I just got to get the 3rd book, and that's it, which is fine, because this will be really good. So The Wedding Date, and I could get it on Audible as well. Okay, so this series is agreeing to go to a wedding with a guy she gets stuck with in an elevator is something Alexa Monroe wouldn't normally do. She's definitely not the spontaneous type, but there's something about Drew Nichols that's too hard to resist. Drew has never found it hard to meet women or to know just when to leave them. But now, on the eve of his ex-wedding's festivities, he's minus a +1. Until a powerful outage strands him with the perfect candidate for a fake girlfriend. So this is a fake girlfriend trope. So that's what that's about. Let's go on to number 2, which is The Proposal. So when freelance writer Nichols Patterson goes to a Dodger game with her actress boyfriend, his main bun, his bros, and last thing she expected is to scoreboard proposal. Saying no isn't the hard part. They've been dating for only 5 months, and he can't even spell her name correctly. The hard part is having to face a stadium full of disappointed fans. At the game with her sister, Carlos comes to Nick's rescue and rushes her way from a camera crew. He's even there for her when the video goes viral and Nick's social media blows up in a bad way. Nick knows that in the wilds of LA, a handsome doctor like Carlos can be looking for anything serious, so she embarks on an epic rebound from him, filled with food, fun, and fantastic sex. But when their glorified hookup starts breaking the rules, one of them has to be smart enough to put on the brakes. Okay, so that's the proposal. So we'll see what that's all about. And The Royal Holiday. So, should I read this during Christmas? I don't know. But this is The Royal Holiday. This is book number 4. So I am missing book number 3. So if I get book number 3, I'll be able to read this during Christmas. Vivian Forbes has been out of the country a grand total of 1 time. So when she gets a chance to tag along with her daughter Maggie's work trip to England to style a royal family member, she can't refuse. She decided to spend the holidays taking the magnificent British sights, but what she doesn't expect is to become instantly attracted to a certain private secretary, his charming accent and his unyielding formality. Malcolm Hudson has worked for the Queen for years and has never given a personal private tour until now. He's intrigued by Vivian the moment he meets her and finds himself making excuses just to spend time with her. When flirtatious Bannister turns into a kiss under the mistletoe, things snowballs into a full-on flame. That will be good. And yes, I will have to read this during the holidays, Christmas holidays. So I love it. I have one more book. So the book I have here is by Jane Egaro. I think that's how you pronounce that name. Ties That Tether. So y'all, look at that cover. It is so beautiful. Oh my God. This is a contemporary romance book. And I just like the cover, y'all. So I wanted to try this author out. Don't know anything about this author, but because I'm trying out different things, I just wanted to read this. But let me read the back of the book. Okay, when a Nigerian woman falls for a man she knows will break her mother's heart, she must choose between love and her family. So that really what caught me because, you know, when you're going outside of your culture, you know, you can break your family's heart. But I wanted to read this because love is a thing, right? You can't help who you love. So a 12-year-old Azira promised her dying father she would marry a Nigerian man and preserve her culture, even after immigrating to Canada. Her mother has been vigilant about forcing her to stay within the Nigerian dating pool ever since. But when another match made by mom goes wrong, Azira ends up at a bar, enjoying the company and later sharing the bed of Raphael Castello, a man who, I don't know if I said that last name right, but anyway, a man who is tall, handsome, and guess what, y'all? He's white. When their one night stand unexpectedly evolves into something serious, Azira is caught between her feelings for Raphael and her compulsive need to please her mother. Now remember, she promised her dad. Soon, Azira can't help wonder if loving Raphael makes her any less of a Nigerian, and it doesn't. Can she be with him without compromising her identity? The answer will either cause Azira to be really audacious and fight for her happiness, or continue to be the complacent daughter. Listen, you better go with love. Better go with love. So I wanted to read this book. So y'all, I was so excited when I got all of these books for less than $50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 7 books. 7 books for less than $50. They came with the $48 and some change. You can't beat that. So I hope that y'all enjoyed this video, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.